They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
It hurts.
Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Send the tight end in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team stands to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
To the air, it's Stockton. He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
The number one objective for a defense is always to make them one-dimensional, to try to put them in predictable situations. Out the gate, this kind of rain, you think they won't throw the ball very much. Well, they might not now. First possession, INT, defense definitely starting off with a bang.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man, it's Harmon. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. The gift to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Great pass, it's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. And off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to find his man in the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Grabbed in the middle, it's dumped. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's McCray. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. Chopped out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Got room on the return. Gets it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. He's not afraid to go deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a root.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is
going for it all. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And I'm up with it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. What a nice... bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. Lost, the defense is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes down.
What the fuck, bro?
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense. Understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah.
Touchdown, Georgia! Fit it in the window for the score. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Now he's looking into the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got it in the middle. It's Gullah. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Got quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Oh my God,
And
dude.
incomplete on the deep ball.
You fucking suck.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers.
He's looking deep. Picked off to stop the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Huskies about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Judicials offense will get the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy
hits the afterburners. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Judicials come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the fullback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The option look, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So Northern Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
and big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Basic connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Just working and poking and prodding and... way up to the 36. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. They go to the ground. Got some room into the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Huskies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing up, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. On the option. He'll pitch it. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for